Day 13 of the 2026 World Cup brings us to a breaking point. For some squads, today is about securing dominance. For others, it's about avoiding the next flight home. This standings table for Groups K and L shows exactly where the pressure lies. Panama, Croatia, and Uzbekistan are sitting on 0 points, making today their last real chance to control their own destiny. There is no middle ground left in the group stage. Today requires a performance that silences the critics, or a desperate fight to stay in the tournament. That fight starts in Texas, with our first match in Group K at NRG Stadium in Houston. Portugal walked away from match day 1 with a 1-1 draw against DR Congo. At 41 years old, their captain struggled to find space against a debuting defense, leading to a performance that lacked his usual clinical edge. The media scrutiny is already mounting. Pundits are openly asking if a player in his 5th decade should still be leading the attack for a tournament favorite. Portugal needs a decisive win to quiet those conversations. They face Uzbekistan, a team making their first ever World Cup appearance. Managed by Italian legend Fabio Cannavaro, they are looking for their first points after dropping their opener 3-1 to Colombia. I see Portugal delivering a 4-0 response today, with their captain coming out aggressive and finally finding the back of the net. If Portugal fails to dominate a team in their debut tournament, those questions about their tactical approach and their starting 11 will move from the back pages to the center of the locker room. Moving up to the East Coast, Group L takes the pitch at Gillette Stadium in Boston. England arrives following a clinical 4-2 opening victory over Croatia. Their captain appears to be in peak form, and the attacking fluidity between their front four is already creating problems for opposition scouts. Under their new manager, the side looked composed and disciplined against top-tier opposition, a sharp contrast to the tactical inconsistency that has plagued them in previous tournaments. Ghana won their opener against Panama, but their tournament is currently overshadowed by a major off-field crisis involving central midfielder Thomas Partey. A Canadian judge denied his visa entry into the host nations. He remains in the UK awaiting trial on serious rape charges, leaving Ghana without their core playmaker. On the pitch, that missing piece is devastating. England's attackers, specifically Jude Bellingham, thrive in open space, and Ghana's makeshift midfield will have to be near perfect to contain them. Winning the opener gave Ghana a cushion, but facing a relentless England squad without their primary ball winner leaves them with very little margin for error in the race for the knockout rounds. We head north to Toronto for our third match, where the tension in Group L hits its absolute peak. Croatia's defense struggled against England's pace, conceding 4 goals and raising doubts about whether their veteran core can handle the physical demands of back-to-back high-stakes matches. Panama knows exactly how to exploit that fatigue. Thomas Christensen has them playing an aggressive style designed to force older midfields to constantly chase the ball and defend in transition. Despite Panama's tactical advantage, experience usually finds a way in these moments. Expect a gritty 2-1 victory for the European side. A loss in Toronto doesn't just jeopardize their position in Group L, it threatens to end the story of Croatia's greatest generation on a note of early, uncharacteristic failure. We close the night in Mexico, under the lights at Estadio Akron in Guadalajara. Colombia is operating with extreme confidence. They dispatched Uzbekistan 3-1, largely thanks to elite pace and precision from their star winger. They are up against the tournament's best underdog momentum. DR Congo secured their first World Cup point in 52 years by holding Portugal to a draw. I expect a controlled 3-1 victory for Colombia. However, DR Congo's talisman, Yohan Wissa, has already proven he can score against top-tier opposition, and he presents a very real threat to find the net again tonight. A win confirms Colombia as the clear powerhouse in Group K, but if DR Congo shows that same resilience and nabs a goal, the tournament's greatest fairy tale stays completely alive for the final match day. 4 matches, 4 major questions. Will the goal drought end for Portugal's captain? Can England dominate a distracted Ghana? Will Croatia survive? And does the Congolese dream continue? I want to hear your take. Drop your prediction in the comments right now. Does Ronaldo finally score today? Smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed. Tomorrow is Day 14, featuring a massive 5-match slate, including Brazil and Mexico. See you then!